What is up, CTF family? I'm making this video to teach you guys how to play your first game of Starcraft. Now when you start it up, you're gonna see here single player, multiplayer options, all this good stuff. When you're starting out just learning, I recommend going to single player. Click on Starcraft Broodwar expansion. I'm gonna ask you to create username, go ahead and make your account. Hit OK, and this is the campaign up here. This is part 2. The first part is original Starcraft. This is Broodwar, but where I want you to go is down here to play custom. Here you can practice against AI, just practice build order, practice building stuff. It's good stuff. So select a map, do bottleneck, select your race, Terran, and computer will do random. Hit OK, and you'll pop into a game. And you can go ahead and practice.
Affirmative. Roger that.
So,
Right away, sir.
before we do that though, I'm gonna run you guys through the basics. My friend Xenon Man has made a room for us to join. So when the tournament day comes, you guys are going to want to go to multiplayer, Broodwar, and then the tournament's going to be hosted on US East. So US East, gonna have to create a profile, hit OK. So you go to join here, and you look for the CTF tag, and you'll see your name versus your opponent. Double click it. It'll ask for the password. Our password is going to be CTF123. And there you go. So up here you select your race. And once everyone is in the game, the observer will ask, "Is everyone ready?" And to which you respond, "Go." So the game starts up, and you guys are gonna go at it. But this is a tutorial, so here we go. This is your home base, your command center. Start the game with 4 workers, and these workers are gonna mine minerals for you. And minerals are used to build more workers, build structures, build an army, so you can go and wreck your opponent. So click and drag over your workers, right click on the mineral patch, and they'll get to work. Yes, my slaves. So to build more workers, select your command center. If you look in the bottom right, we have build SCV. My camera's kind of covering it, but you can click on it and it'll build an SCV. Alternatively, you can also just press S and it'll do one. It'll add one. It's usually better to use the hotkeys. So your worker pops out, send him to mine, and the first few seconds of the game is just going to be mining. So let's make some SCVs.
SCV good to go, sir.
Boom. Alright, so once you have a few SCVs queued up, if you look in the top right, see, this is our minerals. It's going up because they're mining. This one here is Vespine gas. I'll get to that in a minute. And in the top right, this is our supply. So right now we have 8 workers, but we can only have up to 10 supply. So this means another SCV. Which means we must increase our supply cap. So you grab an SCV, pull them out. In the bottom right, you'll see build structure. So press B, and then right here we have build supply depot, which is the hotkey S. So if you press S, that lets us build a supply depot, which will increase our supply count by 8, I believe. While you do this, we're just going to build some more workers. Good stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
Note to you guys, after your worker pops out, he's just going to go to wherever the rally point is. and sit there. So we have to select them and send them off to mine.
I read you.
So it looks like our guy is done.
Orders received.
So this is just workers. We need to build some units.
Orders received.
So if we go to build, barracks, speed. The barracks is kind of your main basic production unit or structure. From the barracks you can build marines and a few advanced units like medics once you upgrade them. But for now we're just gonna get marines. These marines are cool. Go back and build some more SCV. So while he's building that, I'm gonna build another supply depot.
Sir. Orders received.
Just so we don't get supply
SCV
blocked.
good to go, sir. Affirmative.
And once this guy's done, we're gonna build a few marines, and I'll teach you guys how to move, how to attack, just the basics.
SCV good to go, sir.
Get
Report
back
for
here.
duty. Job's finished. Yes,
Alright, there we
sir.
go. So, barracks are done.
Orders, Captain.
Build units. You select your barracks, and as you can see, we have
Job's
4
finished.
units.
SCV good to go,
Only
sir.
one is available though. This is the marine. So, let's build a marine. Boom. Let's build like 4. If you have your building selected and right click somewhere on the map, that'll set a rally point. So whenever you build a marine, it's gonna walk to that point, and once it reaches that point, it'll attack anything that comes into range. So here's our first marine.
Go, go, go.
What do you do now?
Outstanding.
Well, to move, it's similar to
You want a piece of me,
any
boy?
top-down game.
Go, go, go.
Select it and then right click to move around,
Outstanding. Go, go, go.
just like that.
Outstanding. Go, go, go.
Now,
Let's move.
there's one important thing to note about that. If you do that command, if I click, right click here,
Let's move.
he's gonna walk all the way there and not do anything until he gets to that point. Once he reaches this point,
Standing
then he'll attack. So what if you want to have him walk to a point and attack on the way? So while you select him, press A. You can see my cursor changed. And then left click on the map, and that issues an attack command. So any enemy unit he finds on the way,
Standing by.
he'll just start attacking it.
Jacked up and good to go.
Cool. So let's talk about advanced units now. Let's build some siege tanks. So to do that, we need a factory, and before we can make a factory, we need some of this stuff, Vespine gas. So I'm gonna grab one of my workers,
Right away, sir.
come down here again, build structure. Here is a refinery, which is R, and you have to place that right over this geyser right here. So this lets you collect some of the gas, and then you're gonna put 3 workers into this thing, and the gas is gonna be your main resource for advanced stuff like upgrades, advanced infantry and units. It lets you build a good shit.
Standing by.
Alright,
Let's move.
so let's make some more SCVs right here. Grab
Yes,
one of
sir.
these guys,
Orders received.
bring him here, a little supply depot.
Roger that.
And now that the refinery's done,
Report for duty.
we'll
Right
grab
away,
2
sir.
SCVs, send them there,
Affirmative.
and there you go, see?
Yes, sir.
Mining. So, how do you build advanced structures?
SCV good to go,
Uh,
sir.
bottom right. Oh, I'm sorry. You have to
Orders,
select an
Captain.
SCV
Right away, sir.
and
Orders received. Roger
these
that.
guys are mine.
Reporting for duty.
Select your SCV. You see here, build advanced structure. The hotkey for that is V, so I'm gonna press V. And then here's the factory. So F is the hotkey for factory. I'm gonna press F and
Orders
start
received.
building the factory. In the meantime, let's build some more Marines, and I'll set the rally point right here. So things are looking good. We got gas, we got minerals being mined, got our barracks, buildings, our cute little Marines. Let them go. Hear that. And we got a factory coming. So I'm gonna, once this factory is done, I'm gonna build a couple siege tanks, which we're gonna need to attach an add-on to do that, I believe. And then we're gonna push out and try to kill Xenon Man. Supply is getting about 10 below. I like to build a supply depot when I'm about 10
Orders received.
away from this, so now would be a good time to do it. So, factory is done. In order to unlock this siege tank, right here, you need to build a machine shop. So,
Want a piece of me, boy?
go ahead and do that. That's pretty quick to build.
Commander. Standing by.
Job
Take
finished.
another 20 seconds or so. This lets you unlock the siege tank, which is an awesome unit. And as Zerg, as a Zerg player primarily myself, I hate siege tanks. Because their splash damage is insane. So, now we can build siege tanks. Build a couple of them. Another thing we can do to make our push even stronger is you click on the machine shop, you'll see an upgrade, Resurge Siege Tech ability. Go ahead and do that. That's gonna let you put your siege tanks into siege mode, which greatly increases their area of attack and damage, and it gives them AoE. So you're gonna want this upgrade ASAP. So here's our siege tank. Check it out. As you can see, the siege ability is grayed out, so we can't use it just yet, but it's almost done upgrading. I'm gonna build one more siege tank and a few more marines, and grab an SCV, build one more supply depot, and then we should be ready to attack.
Research complete.
Research complete. So as you can see, this is now available. You press E, it goes into siege mode, and you can use this defensively. If anyone tries to walk up this ramp into my base, they're gonna get annihilated. Or you can do it offensively, which I'm about to show you. So let's go ahead and select our guys, push out,
Jacked up and good to go.
and I believe Xenon Man, my opponent, is in the bottom right corner of the map.
Jacked up and good to go.
Send these guys out too. Once you get a good force like this, go ahead and start exploring, look for your opponent. This is a 2-player map, so I know he's going to be about here-ish. In a 4-player map, you're going to have to scout all 4 locations to see where he's at.
Give me something to shoot.
So, to use your siege tanks offensively,
Up and good to go.
a couple things you can do. If you come right outside his ramp, siege up, and we'll put one here. And then we can grab all of these guys,
Outstanding.
start pushing out. See that?
Outstanding.
And have now sieged his base, and he's not going to do shit.
Let's move.
Shit, he has a siege tank.
Give me
So,
something to
before we
shoot.
push in, I'm gonna grab these 2 guys, unsiege him, press D, and just march into his base. Show him what big of a man you are. Siege up. Bring these guys in. Bring this guy in. And look at this siege tank. Watch this. Boom. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, as you can see, he had a medic. So we're gonna retreat. We're gonna come back to our base. Let's build up more dudes. Finish them off for good.
Something to shoot. Rock and roll.
But hopefully, this video teaches you bare bones
Yes,
basics.
sir.
Main points I want you to get are
Destination.
how to attack, how to
Sir.
build advanced units, basic units, advanced
Absolutely.
units, and structures, how to upgrade
Yes, sir.
and use different units'
Destination,
abilities like the siege tank.
absolutely.
Once we get
You want a piece
more
of me,
sizable
boy?
force,
Ready to roll out. Jacked up and
we'll
good
go
to
ahead
go.
and do one more push and see if we can end him for good.
Reporting for duty.
Commander, standing by. Give me something to shoot. Go, go, go.
Poking
Give me
his
something to
base
shoot.
right here.
Rock and roll. Go, go, go. Identify
Hey.
target.
The good thing to do with siege tanks is to just kind of sneak your way and
Commander, go, go, go. Let's move.
look at that range.
Outstanding. Let's move. Outstanding.
Once you have about 2 to 3 siege tanks, I think it's 3 siege tanks to one shot whole clump of marines. So you're gonna want to get to at least 3.
Move it. Proceeding. Yes, sir. Move it. You want a piece of me? Orders, sir. Ready to roll out.
Your forces are under attack.
Standing by. Jacked up and good to go. Go, go, go.
Come on.
Standing by. Rock and roll. Go, go, go. Commander, go, go, go. Let's move.
Alright, now he has his siege tank right there, so I'm trying to avoid that.
Delighted to, sir. Commander, let's move.
And meanwhile, I'm just gonna
Orders, sir.
occasionally
Identify
go back to my
target.
base,
Roll out.
make more marines, make more siege tanks.
Destination. Standing by. Give me something to shoot. Rock and roll.
And here we go, now we got the siege going.
Standing. Rock and roll.
Start picking apart his base little by little.
Commander, rock
And you
and
see those guys
let's move.
try to contest you, you can pull back.
Something to shoot.
And he can't really do anything at this point.
Rock and roll. Yes, sir.
Bring in another siege tank.
Your forces are under attack.
Give me something to shoot. Identify, sir. Absolutely. Give me something to shoot.
Once your opponent
Piece of me, boy.
thinks their match is lost, they'll type GG, good game,
Jacked up and good to go.
and then they'll leave the
Give me
game,
something to shoot.
at which you are now victorious, and congratulations, you have just won your first match of Starcraft. So I hope this short mini tutorial is somewhat useful for you guys. If you guys are interested, I can make race-specific tutorials for Terran. There's an ambulance outside. Terran, Protoss, or Zerg. What else? I think that's about it, guys. Oh right. I can also do one-on-one training. Either me, Sayfire, can do it, or our good friend Xenon Man can teach you guys more race-specific stuff. Teach you guys some strategies besides the basics. But yeah, mark your calendars. June 9th, the date, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. So get to work, start practicing. Good luck and have fun. Mwah.